Let's get real. Last month, I compared two bills, my rent and my therapy. My therapist, 4 hours a month, costs more than my apartment, where I spend over 700 hours. The cost of maintaining my sanity is now higher than keeping a roof over my head. We're told to prioritize mental health, but the price tag is wild. Millennials are the most therapy-positive generation ever, but the bill can wipe out any calm you gained. Suddenly, you're calculating if you can afford to be less anxious just to save money. It's a cruel joke. Self-care is treated like a luxury, not a necessity. The system feels rigged, punishing us for doing what's right. Stagnant wages, student debt, gig work, and now therapy behind a paywall. It's like selling water in a drought, but only in designer bottles. You're forced to choose, pay rent, or pay for the person who helps you cope with paying rent. It's a vicious cycle. Therapy costs money, which causes more stress, which means you need more therapy. This isn't just your problem, it's a broken system. Understanding why therapy costs more than rent is the first step. You're not crazy, the system is. Let's break it down. Let's talk numbers. The average therapy session in a big city? $200? Weekly sessions? That's $800 a month, out of pocket before taxes. Compare that to rent. Austin, $2,500. Chicago, $1,800. LA, $2,400. Therapy can be half your rent, or more if you have roommates. Rent is affordable at 30% of your income. Therapy, 15 to 20% for many millennials. Add rent and therapy, and half your income is gone before groceries. This is why people skip sessions or ghost their therapists, not because they don't care, but because they can't afford both mental health and survival. The sticker shock is a barrier, not just a surprise, and that's for a standard therapist. Need a specialist? The price jumps. Psychiatrists, $300, $500 for an initial visit, $150, $250 for follow-ups. Suddenly, $800 a month looks like a bargain. The cost of entry is so high, many never even start. The numbers don't add up and we're left paying the price, literally and emotionally. This isn't just a budgeting issue, it's a systemic one. The math is stacked against us. No wonder so many give up before they begin. The system is failing us. We need to talk about why. Let's dig deeper. Are therapists just cashing in? Not really. Becoming a therapist means a master's degree, 6 years of school and up to $150,000 in debt. Then, thousands of hours of low-paid clinical work before they're licensed. Private practice? That's running a small business office rent, insurance, software, fees, health insurance, continuing education. All those costs get baked into their hourly rate. Therapists can't see 40 clients a week. They max out at 15-20 to avoid burnout. Their rates have to cover all expenses with a hard cap on billable hours. It's not greed, it's survival. The real issue? The mental health care model is built like a luxury service, not a public utility. Therapists are highly trained, but the system forces high prices. Both therapists and patients lose. The structure is broken, not the people. We need a new model, one that treats mental health as essential, not elite. Until then, everyone pays the price. Let's look at insurance. Insurance should help, right? Not so fast. Many therapists don't take insurance. Reimbursement rates are too low to survive. If you find an in-network therapist, you still face high deductibles, often thousands before coverage kicks in. So you're paying out of pocket for months anyway. Then comes the paperwork. Prior authorizations, endless forms, and diagnoses that stick to your record. Insurance might cap your sessions, tend to fix lifelong anxiety. The result? A two-tiered system. Those who can pay out of pocket, and those lost in bureaucracy. Insurance treats mental health as optional, not essential. The barriers are so high, many just give up. Even with insurance, it often feels like you don't have it. The safety net is full of holes. We're the ones falling through. The system isn't working for anyone. So, why does this hit millennials hardest? Millennials broke the stigma around mental health. We're seeking therapy more than ever. But we're also drowning in debt, stuck in unstable jobs, and saddled with bad insurance. Our awareness is high, but our ability to pay is at an all-time low. The same instability causing our anxiety keeps us from affording help. We're told to just get help, but the system makes it nearly impossible. It's meta-stress anxiety about how to pay for anxiety treatment. No wonder we're called the burnout generation. Let's say you can afford therapy. Now try finding a therapist with availability. Wait lists are months long, especially outside big cities. Even in cities, demand far outstrips supply. When you're finally ready to get help, the system tells you to wait, sometimes 6 months. Crises can't wait. And it's not just about finding any therapist. You need someone who gets you. For marginalized groups, finding a culturally competent therapist is even harder. The field is still overwhelmingly white. The search is exhausting and many give up. The system is built for those already well enough to navigate it. It's a catch-22. Enter therapy apps, cheaper, more accessible, and no insurance headaches. But the gig economy model means therapists are underpaid and overworked. Your therapist might be juggling hundreds of clients, turning care into customer service. Text-based therapy misses nonverbal cues. So much gets lost. Privacy? Questionable. Your sensitive data may not be safe. For some, these apps are a lifeline, especially where options are limited. But they're not a replacement for real, long-term therapy. They're a bandage, not a cure. The rise of therapy apps is a symptom of a broken system. We need real solutions, not just tech fixes. Convenience shouldn't replace quality. The human connection matters. Let's talk about the real problem. If you can't afford therapy, it's not your fault. Your budget isn't broken. The system is. Our healthcare model was built for physical illness, not mental health. Mental health care is treated as a luxury, not a right. We don't expect people to pay out of pocket for cancer treatment. Why for depression? The market approach creates deep inequality. The wealthy get boutique care. The rest fight for scraps. This isn't about budgeting harder or skipping lattes. It's a systemic failure that needs a systemic fix. We need policy, regulation, and real investment in mental health. A healthy mind isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. We need to demand better from our leaders and our system. Let's stop blaming ourselves. So, what now? First, validate your struggle. This is outrageous, and you're not alone. Millions are making impossible choices between sanity and survival. It's time to get loud about the cost of mental health care. Talk about the bills, the wait lists, the insurance fights. The more we share, the less isolated we feel, and the more pressure we put on the system to change. Demand better from employers, real mental health coverage, lower deductibles. Demand better from politicians, enforce parity, expand access, invest in community care, support organizations fighting for mental health equity. This isn't a solo battle, it's collective action. We broke the silence around mental health. Now let's break the financial barriers. Keep fighting for your well-being. Keep having honest conversations. Your voice matters. Let's build a world where no one has to choose between their sanity and their rent.